Hello, welcome everyone. It's Meredith. I am here with our daily reading for Thursday, the 8th of November. I almost said September. We were going back 2 months. Ooh, I wonder if that will figure somehow in this reading. What were you doing 2 months ago? Anyway, we're back with the Tattoo Tarot deck, the Ink and Intuition. Yeah, we're going to give it a go for the third day in a row here. I'm enjoying these cards. I hope you are too. Let's take a look at the one from the bottom of the deck. This is the theme of energy running through the day, something we've got to navigate within the energy atmosphere. And we have, okay, the Death card. Look at this one. It's pretty, it's a pretty tough card. You know, the Sawyer's Path Tarot that I've used so much recently, I love that deck. That Death card in that deck is like a walk in the park compared to this one right here. This one is like, it means business. This is transformation and change, and yes, we want it. At least that's what I'm hearing from all of you in private readings. When I talk with my friends, my family, you're all hungry for change and hungry for transformation. And this Death card is mysterious. There is a serious energy of mystery on this card. And in the season of Scorpio, and you know, the planetary alignments right now with Scorpio, they're amazing. So there's a lot going on, I want to say, behind the veil, in the unseen, and we have a sense for it. Our intuition is piqued and heightened, and we feel it. It's almost like there's a texture in the air, so we sense that. We're responding to it. And for many of you, there's this feeling of an inability to move forward currently. But I'm reminded that when it looks like nothing's happening, everything is happening. So this is one of those moments where we can be at ease, shift into peace, really get centered in our heart space and stay there. I do know that a lot of us are feeling pulled right out of our heart space. And we are also, myself included, experiencing a revisit of just old stuff from the past resurfacing. And it's happening in odd ways. It's happening quite spontaneously. There are those of you who are feeling really fine, good, and happy one moment and exceptionally emotional the next. It's happening through what appears to be random conversations with a friend, and then all of a sudden you're on a topic and you are triggered to some old, what you deem regrettable moment, and you find yourself reliving it. And then having the discovery that, wow, you're still carrying that junk with you and you really can let it go. This is what's in the atmosphere. This is what death is putting an end to, chopping the head off of those things. And it's not comfortable, but we do get to choose how we're going to respond to this. And yet another conversation I had with someone yesterday, we spoke about that, how this stuff kind of cycles back around. You know, we expose a new layer, which we're really excited about, but within that layer comes up this old stuff. And, you know, the conversation was really about how we do get to choose our response to it. And the best response right now is love. Well, that's always the best response, isn't it? However, for some of us, when we are triggered and reminded of something that was once so painful, and there's a discovery in the present moment that we're still carrying it with us, and we're mildly disgusted and frustrated by that, it's a good idea to foster love. So let's do that work. As these things come up for us, as this climate of transformation and change stimulates a sense of frustration and perhaps the perception of being unable to move forward, let's bring more love to the entire process. And let's be super kind and compassionate with our own selves. And I'll share this too. I had a conversation with someone just the other day, how they felt really embarrassed and ashamed even of the fact that they were still operating off emotional pain that had occurred many, many years ago. And through the conversation, we came to the understanding that there's nothing to be ashamed of or embarrassed of, and all parts of the journey are valuable, and they provide us with rich life experience. So each time it cycles around, it isn't something to be pushed down or pushed away. We may want to chop it to bits over here, understandably. However, come into acceptance that it's been traveling with you, and that you're strong enough in that moment for it to rise up once more so you can love it more than you ever have and let it go again. Will it revisit you? It's possible. But you'll know that the response can be peace and love rather than resistance or ignorance of it. Ooh. Well, just a little light message from the Death card. Okay, moving on. Next card, Eight of Cups. Yeah, moving on. Next card. Yeah, we want to be following our hearts right now. The Eight of Cups is about heading off in a new direction. My sense of this is that we are doing that. We are following our hearts. The Eight of Cups brings us back to eclipses. So beginning of the year, late July, early August, this is the stuff that gets churned up and revisited that we'd rather not look at again, thought we were done with, had put it to rest, but oh no, here it comes again. And here we are with all this beautiful love to give it. So let's do that. And the feeling here is that we want to move ahead. We have the perception that we are not. And the message from the Death card is there's a lot going on behind the veil. And that will make itself very clear, present, and known in a short period of time. Very soon, let's say. But for right now, our job is to love whatever is before us. Even that sense of frustration. Even that sense of being held back. My feeling about that is that's universal will, looking out for our highest and greatest potential. Let's see the next card. Another 8. So more movement here. And 8s, as I tell you always, they are super, super stable. They're amazing foundation cards. They're 4s doubled. So we look to 4s for stability in the tarot. And 8s double that, and we have 2 8s. So we're actually, in the best possible place, standing on the best possible foundation to do the work that we are currently doing within our emotional being and our emotional awareness. The 8 of Coins it's kind of a workaday card, but it's us mastering our skills and our talents. And so that's exactly what's happening here. As we might get triggered, as we might have emotions we thought we'd put to peace and rest a long time ago resurface for us, it's another opportunity to master our skill, our talent, our understanding, and our compassion for our own selves. This is benefiting our relationship to ourselves. This really allows our soul, our light, to shine even brighter. So as crappy as some of you are feeling, as challenging as this might be, it's all for an excellent purpose. Justice. Yeah. Balancing out our own karma here. That's an interesting card to have right there. I don't want to talk about that card right now. I'm going to come back to that card. Ten of Cups. Okay. Oh, look at the peace symbol in here. It's the first... Is this the first time I've seen this card? It might be. I can't remember. It's the first time I'm noticing the peace symbol, though. Wonderful. Yes. So be at ease, be at peace with our current process. We are following our hearts. We may not visually see results right now, but this is exactly where we're headed, this Ten of Cups. This is a fulfillment card. It's the end of a cycle, which is really positive, super positive, and it's also about prayers answered, dreams coming true, personal life fulfillment. So whatever it is that you are in love with, have a passion for in your life, you're achieving it here on the 10. Lovely. And then Two of Wands. Okay. I feel this Two of Wands resonates strongly to this Eight of Cups, which takes us back again to when the eclipses were happening. It was then that events were unfolding to create opportunity for us to walk through the doorway, the gateway to a whole new realm of experience. We've had this message now for about 2 weeks. This has come repeatedly for us, that we've stepped across a threshold to a new realm of experience. I love that this is under the Eight of Pentacles too, because it's about letting our talent shine, mastering our skills and abilities here, and we're taking that with us as we cross that threshold. And we're crossing that threshold because we're headed toward this 10. Love that. Oh goodness. Okay, then we have the King of Swords. Oh, and Justice together. King of Swords. Mr. Charming, Mr. Ruthless. I love him. Am I the only tarot reader that loves the King of Swords? Let's talk about Justice, the Libra card. You know, there's balance here, and this is us being alert and focused and supported. That is supported by the King. We're seeking enlightenment off that Justice card. And not only that, we're seeking really clear, exceptionally clear enlightenment. The King adds to that. The Justice card has us sorting things out, and the Justice card also has us holding ourselves accountable. So we're taking a look at, excuse me, self-responsibility. This is, my guides say, taking a look at how we might blame circumstances or other people for all this necessary transformation and change. Those who might be related to some of the greatest emotional pains in our life. There could be an occasional desire to blame those individuals for that experience. But remember, it's your experience, and you're responsible for the work that's going on here through the decisions that you've made. And I say decisions because this King is, and he's an exceptional decision maker. He's a brilliant strategist, and he makes decisions that change the world. So we've made decisions. We've accepted things that were less than desirable, less than fulfilling, not satisfying. And instead of, at one time, instead of accepting responsibility for making that decision, we would have preferred to blame someone else for it. And it seems that the karma of that lack of self-responsibility at that time has cycled back around so that we can master it and bring it to peace, bring it to rest, put it to rest for good if possible. So by being responsible for the decision, oh my goodness, easy for me to say, the decisions you've made for yourself, and, you know, not blaming anyone else for them, you get the clarity of the very enlightenment you're seeking on this Justice card, which allows you to step across this threshold to a new world of experience, because ultimately you end up freeing yourself by taking a look at it, loving it, releasing it, letting it go, seeing yourself as the beautiful divine light that you are, and shining that light into the world, which then brings us back to following our hearts and bringing us to the Ten of Cups, which is our desire anyway. That's the transformation and change that's going on here, or at least part of it. So we desire to move closer to the things that, the people, the places, or the things that we are in love with right now. And getting there means that we have some energy to balance out and harmonize, and we have to do that with clarity and focus. We have to bring self-mastery to it and take it across that threshold where the Ten of Cups awaits us. How's that? This is a very intense reading. Okay, you know what? I wanted to do angel answers, but I'm changing my mind. Bear with me. I'm gonna go get a different deck. Got this other deck of oracle cards. I've been wanting to use them, and I haven't put them on the tarot table even once since I had them. But they are the fortune reading cards. I feel that they are appropriate for today's reading, so okay, I'm just gonna reach in here and grab one. Interesting and appropriate. We get owl. There are spiritual messages and great wisdom to be found during this period of transition. Let's put that with the death card, because hello, that's exactly what's happening. Oh my goodness. Okay, I think we could use another one. Okay, so you know how it happens with those angel answer cards. They just seem to fit so beautifully with everything that we just talked about. Well, here we are. Patience, slow down, change your attitude, and clear your mind. We'll put that one with the king. Do we want to do one more? Why not? It's free for all. Okay. Next card. Alright, which one do we want here? Oh, I think it's going to be you. Sweet. I think this one will go with the Ten of Cups. Wish. Your heart's desire is ready to come true. No, we're going to put that with the 8, because we're talking about following our heart, following the wisdom of our heart. So yeah, that's kind of a hang in there card. This isn't a simple journey. It's very complex, and within the simple is the profound. So it's worth it. Do the work, folks. Do the work. The Justice card is here to help us sort it out. Okay, let's see. All right, we're going to use the you know, this little affirmation deck, the Notes from the Universe deck, for a positive message for today. Do something new, something different. Hey, we just did. We used a whole new deck of cards. Ever notice how it's easier to fall in love and to be fallen in love with when you're busy? Thank goodness I'm you, the universe. Yeah, you know, that goes very well with the 8 of Coins. Kind of keep your head down, do what you do, master your skills, talents, and abilities, and allow this process to unfold in its own natural right way. There's no forcing, pushing, anything at this time. Be a spectator at the moment, you know? Give yourself that gift. It's okay to be a spectator once in a while. All right, let's do last one. It's the Empowering Questions card. Oh, interesting. If I didn't feel shame or fear, what would I do now? Definitely putting that with the Justice card. Okay, feel free to answer that question on the channel. Leave some comments. We all love reading them. Have a beautiful Thursday. Thank you for watching. Please like, share, subscribe. It helps me out here on YouTube, and I really do appreciate it. I will link the anytime reading and the weekly forecast at the end of this video for you. And my peace, love, joy, and blessings to each and every one of you. I'll be back very soon with Friday's message. Bye for now, everyone.